Hi LEGO fans, it's Stephen Schleicher, and this week I thought we'd do a little something different in our weekly LEGO reviews, builds, and discussions. You may remember a couple of weeks ago I was kind of criticizing LEGO and DC for not putting out enough variety with their LEGO DC superhero line. Batman LEGO movie, Batman LEGO movie, Batman LEGO movie, very few tie-ins to the Wonder Woman movie or to the upcoming Justice League movie, and so on and so forth. At the time, I had made the comment that I would love to see a John Stewart minifigure, and that brings us to today's discussion of the DC Superheroes Build Your Own Adventure book. Now, this is something you're not going to find in the toy aisle. Well, you might be able to find it in the toy aisle at maybe a Toys R Us, but I know at our local toy stores or stores that carry toys, the chances of finding this in the toy aisle are slim. You're going to have to find this in the book aisle, and best of all, at 64 pieces, it includes a John Stewart minifigure. Let's take a look at this. This is an awesome minifigure. I like it a lot. I'm glad that we are seeing more from the Green Lantern Corps. I'm loving the eyes, looks great. And I also like that we have a little spaceship for John to fly around in. Now this is very similar to the Hal Jordan Green Lantern spaceship that we saw many years ago in that Green Lantern versus Sinestro set, but still, John Stewart Green Lantern. So, what about the actual book itself? What is it? What is it about? Well, I remember a long time ago, this would be like 1980 or so, the very first Build Your Own Adventure book was released from LEGO, and I fell in love with it. It was one that I always wanted and finally got my mom to buy it for me. And inside were all of these miraculous buildings and structures and spaceships and castles that you could build out of LEGO bricks that you already owned. And ever since then, LEGO has routinely or regularly put out these building books. And the DC book is no exception. In this book, John Stewart is flying around trying to find superheroes to join his cause. And in the process, he visits Themyscira, Central City, he even visits Metropolis. And at each stop, there are instructions on how you can build certain items that are in the pictorial scenes. Everything from trees and guns and statues to one that I particularly like, Barry Allen's lab. You know the lab, the one that Barry Allen was working in the night the lightning struck the chemical rack and doused him with chemicals and gave him super speed? Of course you do. While I enjoy every single adventure that John Stewart and friends get into in this book, the one that I like the most is the one that takes place in Central City because they have builds, or at least give you an idea of how to build a bank vault. And I think that's cool. If you've got a world of supervillains who are constantly trying to rob and pillage and steal, then a bank vault is something perfect that I'm surprised LEGO hasn't done before. And these are parts that you probably have lying around. Yes, the bank vault is going to feature centrally in my next Flash adventure. At 80 pages, this book is packed with adventures that you or a young one or someone who just loves LEGO and wants to build their own stuff and have some creative adventures with these DC superhero sets. As good as this book is, there's one area that I'm a little disappointed in, and that comes in the final chapter of the book where the heroes all gang up against Lex Luthor. Now, that's nothing new. Lex Luthor has been a thorn in the side of many superheroes for decades. Problem I have with this set is they have you build a mechanical robot that Lex will ride around in and punch things and take down people. Again, not so upset about that because it is kind of a neat giant robot build. Problem I have with it is if you already have the Lex Luthor figure, you probably already have the mechanical robot that Lex Luthor uses to fight the superheroes with. This was one of the first, if not the very first, DC superheroes set ever produced. I'm glad I have it in my collection, but when I got to this chapter, I'm like, but I already have a giant robot for Lex to ride around in. But then again, that set has been out of stock for several years now, and this book may be the only place where you're going to be able to build your own Lex robot figure. So there you go. There's a look at the DC Superheroes Build Your Own Adventure book. This was a great book, and I highly recommend it, and I'm so glad to see John Stewart as part of this collection. But now here's my next suggestion for LEGO. Let's get an entire Green Lantern core set. Let's get Kilowog and Tomar Ray and Chip. Let's even get Kyle Rayner so we can have a crab mask to go on everybody's face. Let's build upon it. Let's get some Owens, right? Let's just build this universe up, because there's so many cool LEGO creations that can be had if you're a Green Lantern. Maybe you've seen this. If you haven't, you can get it. There's a link down below in the description, so you can get this through our Amazon affiliate link. This is a must-buy if you're a DC Superheroes fan, because I think this is the only time and place that you're going to get John Stewart. Use the comment section below. Let me know what you think. You can follow me on Twitter at Major Spoilers, and of course, you can check out our website, majorspoilers.com, where I'm pretty sure you're going to find some Green Lantern reviews. Yeah, that's where it's at, majorspoilers.com. Of course, we certainly thank all of our patrons. If you're a member at patreon.com/majorspoilers, you made this video happen. And if you want to see more videos in the future, just head over to patreon.com/majorspoilers today. Get in on the extras action, because there's a lot of extras to be had over there at patreon.com/majorspoilers. And again, thank you so much for your support. That wraps it up for our LEGO discussion this week. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care.